Hey everyone, how you doing? This is DJ Sana Cody, straight out of the Taino Funhouse. I hope everyone is enjoying their day or their evening. Wherever you are, thank you for downloading this show. If you have not subscribed yet, hey man, just click that little button. That bell will ring when I'm live or when I send some videos. First of all, I am Taino from Borinquen of the Caribbean, and I'm living right now in the diaspora, Washington Heights, New York City. And I've been in this Taino movement, wow, I say since 1993 officially, when I started with Taino Nation. And I started doing some activist work and teachings throughout the years. So man, I'm excited to be here and to share with you some stuff that I've learned. And it's important that through social media, through YouTube, through the as they call technology, I guess, right? We can spread the word that Taino, we still here, and Indigenous, we're still here. So today, on this first vlog, I want to share with you all from all throughout the world, because YouTube is international, something that has helped me as a human person. It's helped other people, and I want to share it with you. Just a little backdrop. I do psychotherapy as a New York State clinical social worker. I also do hospice care. I work in that community, and I do a lot of ceremonial activities. Just this past weekend, we did a Batu game, which is a traditional Taino ceremony slash game, ball game, and it was so much fun. If you're interested, hit me up at tainofunhouse@gmail.com. If you're interested in any future Batu games or just getting involved in your community, especially if you live in New York City. So, vlog number one, I want to introduce you all to a very traditional symbol in the Taino way, and that is the symbol of the circle. And the circle is something that dominates indigenous art throughout the whole world. Okay, many natives call it the medicine wheel. I like to call it the Atave circle. So I have a semi here of Atavera right here, and this was produced in Dominican Republic. The Guillen brothers. This was Ramon had gifted me this beautiful Atave semi, and you can see right here there's a circle right in the middle. Okay, and she's holding also two circles, and there's also a circle in the top, and that circle has a dot in the middle. This is just some photos. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the circle, and there's that huge dot in the middle, and this is an amulet, a Taino style. And hold on a second. This is a dish. You can see this is made out of bone. You can see there's the circle right there with the dot in the middle, and there's all the way in the bottom there, the middle part I should say. There's another circle with dot in the middle. You see this in all these traditional, and this is actually a cohoba spoon. A cohoba spoon. Very traditional tool used. Here's another, this is a ceramic vessel. And this has both the manifestation of male and female energies. And you can see right in the middle, there's that circle. Hold on. There's a circle with the dot in the middle. And then you can see right here, a new beautiful vessel. There it is again. The dot in the middle. There's many circles there. Beautiful design work by our ancestors. By the way, most of this jewelry vessels were created by the women. Now this is a Native American headband that I use when I do fancy dance. And here it is again. There's that circle with the dot in the middle. You know, this is a universal. You see it all over the place. When you look at a traditional cigar, right? This is from the Dominican Republic. There's a hole right in the middle where the smoke comes, and you can see the circle. Wow, this is powerful stuff. This is the Atabe circle. Also, there's the circle where the smoke comes out of. Very powerful stuff. Circles are everywhere. This is a vase that I managed to rescue back in the 90s from eBay. And this is a beautiful, beautiful. You can just see the circle right there with the hole in the middle. You can see the bats. Or many people think this is a owl. You can see the wings right there. It's beautiful. Hold on a second. Yeah, so there's circles as well. So this whole motif of the circle is very important, and you find it all over the world. Medicine wheels and everything. Let me just show you real fast. This is a book that I'll be teaching in the next vlogs, and it's The Sacred Tree. This was written in the 1980s, and it talks about how it's a reflection on Native American spirituality. And the thing that's cool was when I first bought this book back in the early 90s, I started learning about Native American spirituality, not knowing much about my own Taino spirituality. I made the connection once I started learning Taino and I started learning Native stuff. I made the connection that there is this sacred hoop or sacred circle that binds us all together. And in this book, what's universal among indigenous peoples is that sacred tree. And again, you plant the seed in the middle, and eventually that tree, that plant, the seedling, the plant, the tree, you see, it starts in the middle of that circle wherever you plant. And I'll be introducing this concept, these spirituality. I just want to show you something right here. This video is definitely not high tech with the fancy graphics. I'll add some stuff, but this is a basic circle that I drew. This is the Atabe circle, okay? And this is something that you find everywhere in the world, in art and so on. And it's something that's kind of cool because in this book, The Sacred Tree, it talks about the sacred circle. And that's where you begin. I'm going to share that with you today. Just hold on a second. I'm going to get my my writing utensil. You can say hello to my friend here, the bat, Obia. Yeah, so it's important that what you do every day before you go to sleep. This is the exercise I want you to do, okay? And it's connected to all the Tainos out there. Now, if you're not Taino, Caribbean, Indigenous, wherever you are, this is something that you can use. I use it in my practice as a clinical social worker, and it's helped out a lot of people. And the wealth, the fruits of this exercise is based on persistence. So if you stop one day, pick it up the next. It takes at least 3 to 4 days to create a new habit, and you can do this, okay? Don't give up. And this is why I want to do this vlog, to check in on everyone. Very, very important. So right here we got the Atabe circle. This is what I want you to do. Just put my mic here, hold on. See, what I want you to do is I want you to make a draw circle. Again, I know there's plenty of technology software where you could generate your own, but I want you to get used to the fact where you can use your hands, you can use your creativity to create a circle, and then you put the dot in the middle. Now this is what I want you to do. I want you to draw the line to the north. I want you to draw a line to the east. I want you to draw a line to the west. And then I want you to draw a line, of course, to the south. So here we go. A lot of people call this the sacred hoop. A lot of people call this Yatabe circle, medicine wheel. It's universal. I'm going to make the circle in the middle. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Okay, right there. So when you go to sleep at night, but make sure it's not too late at night, where you have enough energy to complete this circle. So all the way on top, on the north, I want you to write mental. I tell you, man, it's the power of the brain, mental. And then I want you on the eastern side, I want you to write spiritual. And on the south, I want you to write emotional. Just like that. And then on the western world, I want you to write the physical. Okay, physical. So your north is going to be mental, the south is going to be emotional, spiritual on the eastern, and then physical on the western. And this is a universal understanding, okay, of what makes a human being. Okay, a human being has mental capacity, spiritual capacity, emotional, and also physical. This is who we are as a human being. Now, straight in the middle, we have what Native peoples call, and in the psych world is called volition, or we call it the potential, the sacred potential. The sacred potential, okay? Volition, or the will, okay? And the will to survive, willpower, right here in the middle, potential. It's the potential to be who you want to be, okay? Now, in native traditions, you know, it's all connected to tribal living, communal living, and so on, and many cultures practice this. So for many of us, being connected to a family, being connected to a community, a tribe, that whole sense of potential is connected to community life. We're not alone. So just like the little seed that's planted in the middle of a crop or something, eventually that seed is gonna grow into a tree, okay? The seed will grow into a tree, okay? So the overall goal of this exercise, okay? The goal of this exercise is to help you, right? Help myself, help you reach that vision of who you are as a person, or who you need to be, that whole vision. So we have to go to that void. We have to get down and dirty and look at our potential. And in that potential, what's going to happen is, going into native spirituality, this is where we get our vision. This is where we get our vision. And for many of us, if you live in community, this can happen through traditional ceremonies, like for Tainos, the Batu, it could be sweat lodge, you know, that all helps to reveal this vision, okay, in the potential. This is where the will lives, okay? And in an ideal world, no one can tell you how to live. You choose it through your will, okay? Or in psychology, we call it a volition, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of stuff out there about, you know, mind control and subliminal messages and stuff. Hey, man, I believe that all exists, okay? But here's the key. I'm going to help you stay focused, okay, in the indigenous way, to stay focused. So this is what I want you to do before you go to sleep, okay? I want you to check in. How's your mental health like? How was it today? Did you feel depressed? Did you feel anxious? And just in a few words right here in the eastern part, just may believe this isn't here. You can write, oh, I felt depressed, and why you felt depressed. Oh, I screwed up at work today and I almost got fired. I'm really sad about this. I didn't eat today. I actually vomited. uh, and so on. Well, this sadness eventually is going to lead to our emotional life. Well, let's take a pause on that. So mentally, I felt depressed today. This is what happened. So you don't have to write a whole journal entry. Just put the words in there on the eastern. Okay, and then on the southern part, you're going to start talking about the northern part and the eastern part. You're going to talk about your spirituality. Okay, their spiritual self. How was it today spiritually? Oh man, I walked today to work and I got this bad news. I screwed up, but I didn't get fired, so I felt really bad at myself. So when I saw someone on the street who was really hungry, since I couldn't eat, I shared my lunch with this person, and that's a spiritual act. So you're gonna write this. I gave food. You gave food to somebody, okay, and there you go. Or you share some time with someone, your family, friends. That's all spiritual. Something that's beyond yourself, okay. So mentally, spiritually, and then in the southern direction, you're going to check in on this side right here. You're going to check in on your emotional life. Like I said, if you felt depressed today because of your work, you're going to talk about your sadness in this section. So you're going to write it out. I felt sad. I felt humble. I felt humiliated. So you're going to write all these emotions down, these feelings. You're going to check in. And then when you get to the western, you're going to start talking about your physical self, nutrition, job site, where do you live. Basically, it starts like this: living space, family, community, city, state, nation, worldwide, planet Earth, Mother Earth, space, galaxy, and so on. We're physical. We're physical just like the moon. Okay? And we have those energy powers. So how are you doing physically? And write it down. Right there on the western side. You're gonna write physical. Okay, so if you felt depressed today physically, you were just feeling drained, you didn't want to eat, felt tired, all that you're gonna put. Okay, and maybe you spoke to somebody who cheered you up. Okay, so you're gonna put that happy or cheerful because someone cheered you up. And also on the physical realm, you can write person X approached me because they thought I looked very depressed and they spoke to me. They shared a joke, So you're gonna write down the physical, okay? So every day you're gonna check in with your Atabe circle or your medicine wheel. You're gonna check in with yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You're gonna check in, okay? Very important before you go to sleep. Don't be too sleepy. Don't wait till the last minute. Just take your time. Take your time. I know we live in the social media world. We want to check our I do this all the time. I check YouTube. I'm always researching. But take time, okay? Take time. Hold on a second. So the Atabe circle can bring life and can bring hope into your life if you take the time. So in these vlogs, I'm going to share my experiences, and hopefully you can share your experiences in the comments. Of course, a lot of stuff that's confidential that you're not going to share, but it's so important that you begin this process, because this is how we as an indigenous people, this is how we see the world, is interconnectedness. We are all related. I got my plants over there, and these plants will give me super oxygen in my room. Having as soon as I got a lot of plants, my asthma has been better, and so on. So it's important, man. It's important to take time for yourself, because how are you gonna help other people if you can't help yourself? So you are the medicine. So you have to take care of yourself. So this is one way you can take care of yourself. check in every day with the sacred hoop right here. And if you're lucky, well, I shouldn't say lucky, if you get the job done, if you take the time, maybe one day, bam, you're gonna see a vision of what you need to do, what you need to be in your life and the life of others. And one thing about it, about being an indigenous person, is that interconnectedness. You're not alone. We're social beings. Believe it or not, there's someone out there, it could even be an animal, it can be a tree. They need you, okay? And you are worth it. Why? Because you are sacred, okay? You were created by a powerful supreme being that in the Taino world we call it Yaya, the ultimate, right? Then you break this Yaya down and you have the sacred mother, then you have the sacred son, okay? And this energy flows, you know. Right now there's people probably listening to this video who, you know, you have experience of being a mother or a father or a son. See, we have that energy in our blood, okay? So it's all universal right there. So please be kind to yourself, try your best, okay? And in every vlog I'm going to introduce a Native American or indigenous Taino spirituality that can help your life, okay? This is what the Taino Funhouse is all about. It's about having fun, okay? And I know there's going to be times it's not going to be fun. But those are the times, especially, you're going to sit down and you're going to draw your circle. And what's the vision of this circle? You want to take a deep look at yourself and say, wow, why am I always angry? Wow, why am I always sad? Wow, why am I always attacking certain people? Or why do I let certain people attack me? You know, steal my money, steal my influence, or whatever. Take advantage of me. The only way you can see these things in you is by taking the time and putting in the work. Okay? If you need my help, TainoFunhouse@gmail.com. I live in New York. I have a license in New York State for behavioral health, psychotherapy. If you're interested in that, I can connect you to various programs and centers. I don't have a private practice for psychotherapy, but for counseling I do. So if you need any help counseling, in other words, I can try to help you get to where you need to be to get more help. Hey man, we need each other. That's the bottom line. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the help of other people. Okay, so I'm going to end this vlog by saying you matter, to take the time and to shine up that beautiful gift that the Creator created. So don't take yourself too seriously, but don't neglect yourself, okay? You're beautiful, you're awesome, and take the time. Take the time to enjoy yourself. And when you do that, you're going to heal and you're going to improve, okay? And the only time you're going to stop doing this circle is when it's our time to go to the spirit world. But for now, we're alive and well. Let's see what we can do, okay? Peace out, everyone. Bo Guatucan. Blessings.